Hola.
Hola! It's Shannon here.
And Brent.
With Brent and Shannon's Excellent Adventures. And today we are going to tell you about our short little adventure in Los Barriles on the Baja California Sur. But before we do,
Like,
comment,
subscribe,
and share, please, because it really helps us out. It helps other travelers out, just like we planned our whole trip, our 4-month journey through Mexico, just by watching other YouTubers. So
yeah, it's a great thing.
yeah,
YouTube's
it's
a great
really
thing.
good to be able to share the info. So if you would, that would be wonderful. So in our previous video, we had been camping on the East Cape at Cabo Pumo for 3 nights before we ventured on.
Should have been 3 weeks.
Oh, God, it was just wonderful. The Baja is wonderful.
It really
There's
is.
so much to do. You could spend months on the Baja and never see the mainland. But we did our little camping trip on the East Cape, and then we were making our way back to La Paz to get the ferry to the mainland. And we stopped in Las Barriles.
Ah, cool little place. We didn't stay there probably long enough, but we saw stuff.
Yeah, we ate tacos.
They weren't that good.
They were the best tacos of our whole trip.
Yeah,
well,
they were
almost, except for Mary's tacos in
Yeah,
Sayulita.
and
Those
then there
were
was
the
that
other ones.
stand in La Paz that was freaking really good tacos there
Okay,
too.
that's top three taco places to eat
No,
in
there's a lot
Las
of good
Barriles.
tacos.
No, I'm gonna say that was the top 3.
And
Top
if you
3.
get mahi, makes all the difference.
Yeah, yes, it is. So anyways, we pulled in. So we left the Cabo Pumo, the East Cape. We drove on the dirt roads through some towns. There's a little town there going through some development right on the Sea of Cortez. La Rivera, I think it was called. And then we hit Las Barriles and pulled in there just for lunch. And we drove in there. You cruise along the main road, and then you see the big Las Barriles sign, and you hang a sharp right and head into town. And the main drag is really easy to find. And we were cruising along, and Brent goes, "Oh, want to stop here to eat?" I was like, no, we got to go back there where I saw all the people lined up.
Where there's a lot of people, that's where you go.
Yeah, you look for the crowds, and I saw a big crowd of people waiting to get into this taco place, and then 4 or 5 other taco places next to it where there wasn't anybody. So we knew that was the place that we had to go.
And if you gotta wait just a little bit,
we did. We actually had to wait for a table, and it was called Taqueria El Viejo. That's what it was. So Viejo.
Viejo.
Stop it. Cheers. So we waited for our table there, and it was well worth it. For one, while we got to our table, and then I went to the bathroom, and then right next door, like attached to the restaurant, there's a little shopping place with a bunch. There was a bunch of dresses.
Imagine that.
And there was a bunch of little giftware things.
Now, I don't think there was any benches.
No, you were already at the table. And so I disappeared, and I shot for a little while. And then the fella that runs the store there, he also had a relative on Vancouver Island, so we connected and all that. It was great.
Was that the place where you got the tacos and they had the big display case?
Yes,
with the
that
glass?
was the best thing. So
and all the stuff you could put on your tacos, but it was in a glass thing so you could...
Yeah, it's kind of like a salad bar for taco fixings.
But it closed up so that the flies
weren't getting in there and everything. So yeah, we sat there, we got our tacos. I actually think I had shrimp tacos. I did. I had shrimp tacos instead of fish tacos at that place.
You can remember that?
Yeah, I can. I can. And they were so good
Yeah, they
because
were
you
good.
get your tacos that has minimal amount of fixings on it, but then you take it up to this a salad bar case, which has all of the extra jalapenos, the extra red onions, all of the sauces,
Like pickled
all
red
of
onions
the
and
pickled
guacamoles
onions
and all
and
the
the
sauces
vegetables
and the cabbage
and
I could
like
go on and on.
extra everything there. And like, I mean, I don't know how you do it, how you fit all this stuff in your tacos, but they're so good. So it was Taqueria El Viejo. I'm still working on my Spanish, so I'm not saying it properly, but that's what it was. And you will know this taco place by the way that the lineup is outside. So, and then we met the little girl there. Remember the little girl we have the picture of?
Yeah, with a little dog.
Yeah. So she was a little sweetie. So I believe that her family owned the restaurant.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so it was great. So make sure you hit that place. And then along that main street, there's a bunch of little, it's not touristy. Not touristy at all where there's vendors pushing and everything like that. Like, it's very authentic. People are riding around on quads. There's
Lots of quads.
The streets are narrow, but yeah, quads are probably the main form of transportation.
Well, the roads aren't very wide and stuff there. It's a little tough getting through.
Yeah, so it was
just like the rest of Mexico. There's a lot of places that were
pretty
tight.
Yeah, but there was a little souvenir shop there, and when we had the cargo container on top of the Bronco, we were collecting stickers, and we were also collecting magnets throughout our travels. So we went and grabbed some paraphernalia in that shop, but just nice little street that you can walk on, poke in a couple of the shops, all of that. Very, very authentic, quiet little town, but still, I mean, there's a few little bars and restaurants and things. I mean,
I would imagine. Well, yeah, but I mean, I think stuff closes down early.
Yeah, it's
not Cabo.
No.
It's not a party place.
No, it's not. But it is windy there, and so it really attracts.
It's windy. It's windy on the east side of the Baja. This is the way it is.
But it was especially windy there, and that's why it attracts the kite surfers or kiteboarders. Kiteboarders.
Yeah, we figured that out.
Yeah, that's what they call them, kiteboarders. So,
but there's a lot of them out there. They're just flying along.
Yeah, so the beach is really easy access from the little main street. You can just walk down any little beach access little road that's going to take you right to the beach, and the beach is beautiful. It's nice, big, white, sandy beach. For me, it's too damn windy. Yeah. I just can't do the wind.
The beach is nice. There's a lot of beach. Like it goes out a long way in the sand before it dives off, and then there's water. So there's a lot of beach.
Yeah, and it is beautiful, but it mainly attracts the kite surfers, kiteboarders. It's just an area known for that. So if you are a kiteboarder, probably you never have to worry about waiting on wind to get out, because it's always going to be good conditions for kiteboarding.
Yeah.
Kiteboarding.
There's always a good breeze blowing.
Yeah.
Which is nice because it's fairly warm down there in the day.
Yeah, in the daytime is warm. One thing, just a side note on the Baja itself, is that if you are going down in December and January, it can be cool. So you think, I'm going to Mexico for the winter. Well, there are places that are cool on the Baja
In the evening.
in the evening. It still gets really cool. Like when we started this adventure, and we've done
It still beats Canada.
it does so, but we've done some previous videos on San Felipe and Mulahay and you know, some places that are quite cool. So think about that. Think about that if you are buying down there or just visiting throughout the winter time. For us, we would not purchase on the Baja because I like the heat. I'm looking for 30 degrees year round at least. And for you, for those of you that are watching from the US, that's 90 or 92. Anyway, it does get cold on the Baja.
Yeah, for you. She likes it warmer than me.
I do.
But, you know, I got more insulation.
So just consider that if you're like, Mexico has a bunch of different microclimates, they say. You know, so make sure that you check out the weather wherever you are going and understand the weather patterns, whether it's windy, whether there's surf. If you're going onto the Sea of Cortez and you're looking for surf, well, there isn't any surf on that side, right? You have to be on the west coast for that. So those are some things that you really want to think about. What is your goal when you are traveling to Mexico or moving to Mexico? Either way. So then,
but what is nice about the east side is a lot of people come down and they bring their boats because they can get out and go fishing.
Yeah, fishing's huge.
Because it's not rough.
Yeah.
So people bring their RVs down and their boats.
Yeah.
You know, not even big boats, small boats, and they go out and they go fishing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And snorkeling is really good on that side.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So, it's a nice little stopover in between either San Jose del Cabo or, you know, traveling from Cabo Pumo, and then you're heading back up to La Paz area to get the ferry to the mainland.
That's a good stop. You should do that.
Las Barriles, great stop, is about an hour and a half on either side from La Paz or from San Jose del Cabo. And it's a great stop for lunch.
Mm-hmm.
Top 3 tacos anywhere in Mexico, as far as far as I'm concerned.
But she had enough damn tacos. She should know.
I'm the taco expert now because I had enough.
Taco free. We're in Canada. I'm making her tacos.
Yeah, because I like tacos, and I also like tequila. So
yeah,
there you go.
And I like my Weiser's Deluxe, which you cannot get in Mexico, just to let you know.
Yeah, it's very hard to find rye in Mexico, even in Walmart. It was very hard.
You can get like Crown or whatever, but I mean,
that was even hard to find.
But you're
paying
a lot
of places, too.
But you're paying for it because it's imported.
Yeah. And then he had some scotch a couple of times because you can get that, but the rye was hard to find. Yeah. So anyways, that's our short little video on Los Barriles. Go and have some tacos. Go watch the kiteboarders.
There's the B.A.S.E behind us.
Yeah, that is our vehicle that toured us all the way through Mexico.
It was good.
Yeah, my husband did all the driving. He did it all. He did really, really well. I would have driven, but he just had a real knack for figuring out how Mexicans drive.
Well, it's a whole new ballgame down there.
It's a whole new ballgame. So
it's like nowhere you've ever driven before.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's a really good way to drive, actually. They should have more of those rules in the States and Canada.
It's just very courteous.
It's very courteous.
Yeah, you pull over. You don't pull over. You keep driving, but you drive on the shoulder.
You drive on the shoulder and let people pass, and you got to drive on the shoulder and let people come in the other way where they want to pass because there's no passing lanes.
It's a 2-lane highway everywhere you go throughout the whole country.
But there's no road rage whatsoever. There's nothing.
Yeah.
There's no road rage. If you cut somebody off or you were to do something like that, You just go, oh, you wave, and they just wave at you and smile.
Yeah.
There's nobody's in a hurry.
It's the land of happy.
It really is.
Land of happy. So, anyways, in case you missed it at the beginning of the video, please do like, comment, subscribe, and share. And stay tuned for, I believe our next video is going to be our actual crossing on the ferries. We did a little bit on the ferries, but we probably need to do another video on that. We've had a lot of questions about that. So, and then from there we head to La Panita.
Yeah, we head over to Mazatlan.
Yeah, Mazatlan, which we didn't stay at that point. We hit Mazatlan on the way back, but yeah, it's good stuff. Thank you all for watching. If you have any questions, and if you don't know what we've done, we've driven 4 months through Mexico. So we saw a lot in that time. If you have any questions.
I know. I mean, it's a lot to see in 4 months, but yeah.
Yeah,
We'll get to it. We'll get to it. There's a lot of
future videos to come.
There was a lot. Yeah, there was a lot to take in 4 months.
Yeah.
We did it pretty quick, but we got lots to say, and yeah, stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Hasta luego.